Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video, and I just came in today to give you a little celebrity gossip. Now, everyone knows of Sweetie Pies and Miss Robbie, who runs that restaurant franchise. Well, I just read an article that on Tuesday, Miss Robbie filed a lawsuit against her son Tim. Now, what she alleges in this lawsuit is that Tim has stolen money from her and opened up competing restaurants. She lists several restaurants around the country that he has taken money, her money, and opened up those restaurants. She has filed an injunction to have those restaurants either, I guess, closed or switched. And also that injunction is stating that, Tim returned her money and turned over either those restaurants back to the Sweetie Pies trademark name and company, or I guess cease and desist, using her name on those restaurants. Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. Miss Robbie said that she noticed last summer that substantial amounts of money had begun missing from her business account. And she realized that Tim had been taking the money and using it to open those restaurants. Y'all, you know what? When you steal from your mother, oh my God. I mean, Miss Robbie took those restaurants from nothing to what they are now. His butt was in jail. And I remember watching Miss Robbie talk about that she opened up her little restaurant and she didn't have much in it. She just could cook, and she knew that the people loved her food. And she said that as she made money, she would buy a table here, a chair there, another piece of equipment, and just kept investing in her business. Now, the reason why I find this so sad, Tim spent a lot of years in jail. And think about it. During those years, Miss Robbie was running that restaurant and building it to what it is today. Then he gets out of jail and he has this business waiting for him and a mother that loves him. And she made him like co-owner, of the restaurants. I don't know on paper, but in all the shows, it's Tim that she turns to. And it's Tim that she depends on. And you guys know that Miss Robbie's other son is dead. I believe he was killed. I'm not sure of that. Don't hold me on that. But Tim was all that she had. That's her son. And I know this for her has got to be the ultimate betrayal. I mean, really, how could you steal from your mother? And then I don't want to, go this route, but I'm going to have to say it. On the show, I did not like him. I didn't like the way he treated her, like he knew more than what she did. And, she would tell him to do one thing and he would do another. I just cannot believe that this man stole from his mother. Miss Sweetie Pie has to seek monetary damages for those restaurants that Tim opened. In this injunction, it actually says that they were set up to compete with, I guess, the franchises of Sweetie Pies. Y'all, this is a mess. poor Miss Robbie. I know that this has had to break her heart because she just on that show loved him so much. She loved his son. She loved Janae. She just loved him. And for him to do something like this, again, to steal from your mother, now think about it. Miss Robbie is very up in age. And Tim knows that if something ever happened to Miss Robbie, that he, if she had a will, which Miss Robbie probably does because she's all about her business, that he would inherit the bulk of her business. Why would you steal from your mother? Now, I don't know, with Miss Robbie, would this make her take his name off of everything, that she had planned to leave him? Because there's a such thing as a mother's love. And mothers can be very forgiving to their children. But again, I know this has broken her heart. Imagine that you have a business that you built up and you dreamed that you and your son, when he got out of jail, would run it and make it, one of the most prosperous soul food restaurants in the country, only to discover that your child has been stealing from you. And, opening restaurants under your name, but those restaurants are not part of the Sweetie Pies franchise, and they're actually competing with Sweetie Pies. I'm going to tell you, I don't know, as a mother, you do the best you can raising your kids, and you hope that what you put into them, when they become adults, that they take all that with them, all the love and guidance that you've given them, and they go out into life and be the best human beings, the best adults that they could be. But I don't know about this one, y'all. It breaks my heart for Miss Robbie. I really hurt for her because, when that show first came on, I watched, I'm not sure how many seasons that it's been on now, but those first few seasons I watched religiously. Now, I must say again that Tim left a bad taste in my mouth on the show. I really didn't like how he treated her. At times, even though Janae got on my nerves with her whining, I could understand some of the things that, upset her about the way that Tim treated her. And how, on one episode or a couple episodes, he was all ready to move out of the state that they lived in. I think it was a spot that he had found in California. And she asked him, but what about little Timmy? And he kind of shrugged her off and, did that thing that Tim does. And that left a really bad taste in my mouth. I just say this. I wish Miss Robbie all the luck in this lawsuit against her child. Think about when they appear in court and you look across, that courtroom at the defendant, and that defendant you gave birth to. Wow. Whew. Something like this could cause her, the stress of this could cause her to have a heart attack, or, Miss Robbie was having problems with her throat, and, she was trying to keep her health up. That is a hard-working little lady. Very hard-working little lady. And, my heart goes out to her, and I'm going to pray for her in this situation, because this is really raw. It's It's really raw. There's no way or, excuse that Tim would be able to give in this situation. I mean, I don't have any sympathy for him, if it's found out that what Miss Robbie alleges is true, that he stole from her. That is the lowest of low things that you can do to your mom. Oh my God. It almost makes me want to cry for her. You know? I just wish Miss Robbie all the luck. And with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. And as always, thanks for clicking on my video. You take care now.